right, so we're looking at part B, systems by elimination. As you can see, same kind of setup, but we don't have the twins. All right, 5 H's and 5 W's, not twins, right? 1 and -5. Okay, 5 and 2. So this is what you do to create a pair of twins, right? Well, let me show you the way that will always work first, and then sometimes there's an easier way. Okay, it will always work every time to take one of these variables, so h, for example, and multiply everything by the coefficient on that same variable in the other problem. So 2 is the coefficient of h here. I'm going to multiply the top equation by 2. Right? And then I'm going to do the reverse. 5 is the coefficient in the top equation. I'm going to multiply the entire bottom equation by 5. All right? I'll create 2 completely different equations. Up here, 2 times 5 is 10 h's. 2 times 1 w is 2 w's. And 2 times 44 is 88. From my second equation, we've got 5 times 2 is 10 h's. 5 times -5 is -25 w's. 5 times 59 is 295. Okay? So, as you can see, multiply the top equation by the coefficient on the bottom equation. And I multiplied the bottom equation by the coefficient on the top equation. And that forced my h terms to become twins. All right? From there, I just do what I did last lesson, part A. All right? And you can just go. All right? The only issue with doing this is you end up with some pretty big numbers. But the process is the same, and you're allowed to use a calculator, so that shouldn't really bug you too much. All right, and 10 h's minus 10 h's, that'll be the elimination step. 2 minus -25 is 27 w's. 85 minus 295 is -207. Divide both sides by 27, and we'll have w equal to some number. I'm going to use a calculator for this. -207 divided by 27 is 7.6 repeating. All right, w is 7.6 repeating. My fault. This is going to be negative. All right, negative divided by positive is a negative. All right, so we're halfway through. Then take what we know w to be and insert it into one of these two equations. I'm going to insert it into the bottom equation. So we've got 2 h's minus 5 times w equals 59. Instead of writing w, I'm going to write -7.6 repeating. Do this mathematics. 2 h's minus 7.6 repeating, so minus a negative, we got plus 38.3 repeating equals 59. I'm going to subtract 38.3 repeating from both sides. We got 2 h's equals 20.6 repeating. By both sides by 2. We got h equals 10.3 repeating. All right. Now, when you guys get answers like this, you tend to panic, come up to me and say, Mister, I did something wrong, find my mistake. All right, before you even ask that question, maybe you didn't do anything wrong. All right, decimals are legit numbers, so test them. All right. 5 times 10 point bunch of 3's plus negative 7 point bunch of 6s equals, hopefully, 44. All right, works with the top equation. Then the bottom equation, 2 times 10 point bunch of 3s. All right, this is what I mean by bunch of 3s. Minus 5 times negative 7 point bunch of 6s equals, all right, and again, the calculator's not giving me exactly 59, but it's awfully close, and the reason that it's not going to give exactly 59 is because I haven't had exactly 6 repeating forever, 3 repeating forever, okay? So I'm pretty confident that my answers are correct. All right, if you followed all that, here's your chance to see if you can see if you can turn this into a number problem. All right, before I do it, hit pause, see if you can turn it into a system of equations. Chaucer gets paid by the number of full pages he fills with eloquent words, plus a rate per word for fractional pages. If he gets paid $35 for completing 8 pages plus 14 words, and $50 for penning 12 pages plus 16 words, how much would he get paid for writing exactly 2 pages? Write a system of equations to represent the situation, then use it to respond with evidence. All right, so we're going to say the rate per word, we're going to call that W. W is money for individual words. And we'll say P is money for pages, full pages. Okay? If that's our situation, then $35 if he completes 8 pages, so 8 times the price of a page plus 14 more words, 14 times the price of a word equals, he gets paid $35 that day. All right? And then my other equation is going to be 12 times the price of a page plus 16 more words equals $50. All right, that's 2 equations to match that situation. Now, I don't have a pair of twins, so I'm going to need to create a pair of twins. I'm going to multiply the top equation. This is where I said you might always it will work to multiply the top equation by 12, bottom equation by 8. Always that will work. If I want to keep my numbers kind of smaller, I know that 12 and 8 both go into 24. So I could multiply my top equation by 3 to make that a 24 and multiply my bottom equation by 2 to make that a 24, and it would still work out. All right? So top equation, 24 p's plus 3 times 14 is 42 w's would give me $105. All right? That's just 3 times what I was making in the first equation. 2 times the second equation, 24 p's plus 2 times 16 is 32 w's equals $100. All right. Now I have a pair of twins. Subtract my twins. 24 minus 24 is 0. 42 W's minus 32 W's is 10 W's. Equals 105 minus 100 is 5. All right. Divide by 10 on both sides, and we got W equals not 5, 0.5. All right, 1/2. That means, what does that mean in the problem situation? W equals 0.5. It means for my extra words, I'm getting paid 50 cents per word. That's a good deal. All right. Take that W back into one of the original equations. So let's say the top one, 8 P's plus 14 W's. That's 14 times 1/2. So we'll call it a 7. Equals 35. Subtract 7 on both sides. 8 P's equals 28. Divide by 8 on both sides. P equals 3.5. All right, and that will mean I'm getting paid $3.50 per page. This question that you can't see anymore underneath, how much would he get paid for writing exactly 2 pages? He would get paid $7. All right. All right, this is another one of those weird ones where stuff isn't really lined up like we might like it. I'm gonna rewrite things a little bit. I'm gonna leave this top equation as is. 3G's minus 7F's equals 54. Okay, I'm gonna multiply this second equation by 7 so that I can have a 7F. All right, so, and I'm gonna write it like this. 7F minus 11, real tight, equals, or not minus 11 though, because I got to multiply everything by 7. 7F's minus 77 equals 7 times 2, 14 G's plus 7. All right. Now, we got opposites, -7 and +7, so we're going to add our second equation to our first equation. All right, but before I do that, see how that worked. I wanted to have a pair of twins, 7F's. Instead of multiplying both equations by the coefficient of the other, because this coefficient is 1, I'm able to just multiply this by 7 and make a pair of twins. All right, so here we go. Add these together. 3G's plus -77. All right, my 7F's are canceling out, equals 54 plus 7 is 61 plus 14 G's. And remember, I can't combine the G's with the regular numbers. All right, they're not like terms. Solving this, let me subtract 3 G's from both sides. We'll have -77 equals 61 plus 11 G's. Subtract 61 from both sides, we'll have -138 equals 11 G's. Divide by 11 on both sides, and we will have G equals -12 point something. Use a calculator for this. 12.54 repeating. All right, -12.54 repeating. All right, that's my G. Take that answer, put it into one of these. We're going to go with the top one. 3 times that. All right, 3 times g. So I'm going to do 3 times that, and I get negative 37.63 repeating minus 7f's equals 54. Add 37.63 repeating to both sides. We'll have negative 7f's equals 91.63 repeating. Divide both sides by negative 7. We'll have f equals negative 13.09 repeating. All right. Again, if you don't like your numbers because of the decimals, double check. Are you making the situation true? 3 times negative 12.5454545454 minus 7 times negative 13.0909090909 equals 54. Works with the top equation, bottom equation, f negative 13.0909090909 minus 11 equals negative 24.0909. We got to check that against the other side, which is 2 g's. So 2 times negative 12.5454545454 plus 1. 2 g's plus 1. All right. See that the two sides of the equation match. Then we know we're all good. Uno más. One more example for you to try. Hit pause. Try it. These numbers should work out a little cleaner. All right, here we go. Make a set of twins. I'm going to just multiply this top equation times 2, and then I'll have 4 x's as my twins. So we got 4 x's minus 18 y's equals 10. All right, using the middle equation and the bottom equation that I just created, subtract. 4x's minus 4x's disappears. That's elimination. 6 minus negative 18 is 24. Y's equals 82 minus 10, 72. Divide both sides by 24. We get y is 3. Nice and easy. Take that, insert it into one of our equations. Let's say the second equation. 4x's plus 6 y's equals 82. Insert 3 for y. Solve. 4x's plus 18 equals 82. Subtract 18 from both sides. 4x's equals 64. Divide both sides by 4. We got x equals 18. Nope, not 18, 16. Double check my answers. 32 minus 27 equals 5. Cool. And 4 times 16, 64 plus 18, 82. Cool. No problems. That is solving systems by elimination with twin creation.